Thank you to Amazon Smart Home for sponsoring today's video. Well, hey friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be talking about some easy ways to refresh your home on a budget. And at this time of year, as we slowly leave winter behind us, I feel like all of us are craving a bit of a change and to breathe fresh air and new life into our homes. And if that's where you're at right now, then keep listening. In today's video, we're going to walk through some easy ways that you can reset and upgrade your home so that you can make it feel refreshed and filled with life without spending a ton of money or adding unnecessary clutter. And I'm excited to get right into this, so if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button below for more simple and intentional living videos coming at you twice a week. And let's get started with the first way that you can refresh your home, and that's to add seasonal colors. And when it comes to ways to really make your home feel vibrant and full of life, nothing's really going to do that more than color. And to do this, you really don't need to go out and buy tons of decor pieces. Personally, I love doing some small things like incorporating fresh flowers or switching out my artwork to go with the current season. So during the spring, I might lean towards more pastels, during the autumn, more earthy colors. And it's not drastic changes that I'm making, but just in small kind of accent ways around the house. I'm just switching the color scheme slightly. It still goes with my space as a whole, but it just brings in a fun element. Also, a quick pro tip on this one, if like me, you like changing out your artwork seasonally, try hiding some of the other pieces behind the current frame that you have. Often, behind a single picture frame, there will be space for multiple pieces of art, so you can actually just have them all in one place. That way you don't need to worry about them getting crumpled or ruined, and you can just flip them out when the seasons change or when you feel like you need to change it up a bit. Okay, and then the second tip is really just such an easy way to elevate the overall look and feel of your home, and that's to replace your hardware. I feel like with some older homes or those basic builder homes like the one Christopher and I moved into, they can often come with some really pretty downright boring hardware. And so one quick and actually pretty affordable change that you can make is to update the hardware on your cabinets. This is one of those small things that actually has a huge impact. It adds personality, it can really upgrade the look of a space, and it can actually make old cabinets feel new again. And I feel like sometimes we'll get tired of a bathroom or tired of our kitchen, and so I love the idea of just switching out your hardware and picking one that feels a little bit more you as an easy way just to make that space feel a bit more custom. And this is something that we did last year with our kitchen and bathroom. We swapped out some very boring brushed nickel knobs and pulls for really fun brushed gold ones that felt a lot more me. And we spent less than $100, and it actually might have been less than $50 since all of our pieces were on sale, redoing and replacing all of the knobs and pulls in our kitchen and both of our bathrooms. And let me tell you, it made a huge difference. And so when you combine the fact that this is a pretty affordable project, one that really upgrades the look of your house, and the fact that this is something that you can definitely do in less than an hour, that's about how long it took us. This really is just one of those no-brainer projects for me. All right, and then number 3 is to add smart features. And this is an upgrade that we've made in our home in a number of ways. We've installed smart lights, smart devices, a smart thermostat, smart switches, smart sound system. We're a little bit obsessed, if you can't tell. And so I'm really excited to be partnering up with Amazon Smart Home again on today's video. And incorporating smart elements into your home really is just one of those easy updates that can make your home and your life feel more streamlined and effortless. So for example, with a smart thermostat, all you need to do is say, "Alexa, set the temperature to 68 degrees," or whatever your preferred temperature is. And I love that with just a few words, I can change the temperature when I have my hands full. That's especially useful during this time of year when I feel like the temperature just fluctuates so much from day to night. But also what's really cool is when you activate hunches, Alexa can automatically adjust your home's temperature. And that really is so useful. I love that it can adjust the temperature on your behalf to save energy. And that actually reminds me of another really cool feature that I've been getting into a lot more recently, and that's the energy dashboard. And to get there, all you need to do is open the Amazon Alexa app, go to Devices, and then scroll over to the energy dashboard. And there really is a lot you can do here. You can look at your energy usage for the current week or month. You can see how it compares to previous months. Then you can also learn how to save more energy going forward. So the Amazon Smart Thermostat really has been a game changer. But then one of my favorite recent upgrades that we've made was to add an Echo Dot to our bedroom. Not only can I ask Alexa to turn the temperature down right before bed so that we can have a better night's sleep, but also we recently got some lovely lamps, which you might be able to see behind me. And I love that with just a phrase, I can change the color temperature of the lights. We love using kind of warmer tone lights at night. I can adjust the brightness so we can have lower lights right before bed, and it really is just so customizable. So adding smart features to our home has been one of those easy upgrades that makes our life easier, and it really is something that we use all the time. And so if you want to learn more or to check out the Amazon Smart Thermostat or Echo Dot, I'll have all of the information about both linked up for you in the description box below. Let's continue now though to the fourth way that you can refresh your home, and that's to add a signature scent. And I love this one. It kind of takes that idea of having a signature perfume or cologne, which I do, Giorgio Armani's C perfume, love it. But it takes that idea and just applies it to your home as a whole. Scents really do have a powerful impact on us, and the right ones really can uplift and brighten a space. And to me, there really is just something so lovely about walking into my home or someone else's and just immediately being hit with not an overpowering scent, but just a nice, lovely, light, fresh smell. It just sets the mood right from the get-go, and I think it's one of those things that can make people feel more at home, more comfortable, and make you feel more cozy in your own home. I know a few of my friends have the Capri Blue scent from Anthropologie as the signature scent in their home, and I feel like every time I walk into their apartment or into their house, I just immediately feel like I'm at a spa, which honestly is just so great. So picking a signature scent is a great one, but then another amazing way to just breathe new life into your home is to add plants. And there is something about bringing the outdoors in and adding greenery to our homes that really does just make them feel a bit more vibrant and alive. That being said, incorporating some of that rejuvenation that plants bring can look like a lot of different things. I love using real plants because not only do they look beautiful, but they can actually purify the air in your home at the same time. However, if you really struggle to keep plants alive, consider using fake plants. There are some really realistic ones out there these days that can accomplish a similar feel. And I also want to mention too that if you already have several plants because you love what they bring to a space, instead of buying something new, consider trying to propagate some of the plants that you currently have. Or maybe switch out some of the pots that they're in. Just mixing and matching different pots with different plants really can give them a completely different vibe. Oh, and while we're on the topic of plants, one other thing. If it's been a while since you've dusted your plants, take some time to go over and lightly wipe them off with a dust cloth. Not only are your plants going to appreciate it because to them it feels like the washing that rain would typically bring if they were outdoors, but also for you, it's going to make them look all shiny and new. So just if it's been a while since you dusted your plants, maybe just schedule in a bit of time to give them a good wipe down. For the next, number 6 is to paint a room. And in my opinion, paint is the number one best way to transform the vibe of a space in an affordable way. The right paint colors really can set the tone for your home and say a lot about your personality. Personally, I'm all about some bright spaces, earthy tones, and neutrals. And so when it came to painting my home, for the most part, I went with some beautiful, bright, soft whites that would feel warm and inviting without feeling too harsh, but that would also make each room feel bright and clean. At the same time though, when it came to Christopher's office, we also had a lot of fun by picking a dark blue color that really makes a statement. It's a really strong, deep color, and it's one of the things that we did to really make that room feel like a reflection of him. And so the takeaway here is really just don't underestimate the power of paint. Whether you want to paint a wall, a room, or your whole house, changing the paint color of your space is one of the most impactful ways that you can switch things up. All right, and then 7 is to clear the clutter. I find that one of the big things that make us feel stressed out by our homes or like we need to make a change is there being clutter and unnecessary things that we aren't using, that we aren't loving, just scattered about our homes. house. And so an incredible way just to give your home a major reset is to have a big old decluttering day. Grab some bags, pop on some music, a podcast, a show, a YouTube video, whatever is going to make you motivated and excited, and then just spend some time going through your possessions and removing the clutter. It really is amazing to me how when we remove the excess and what doesn't belong, it really does make our homes feel so much more peaceful, so much more tranquil and calm, and it does give them this feeling of newness as well. So go through your home, declutter what you don't need, and if you're struggling with a particular decision, one easy way that I kind of like to frame the question of, am I going to keep this item, is just asking myself, do I use it and do I love it? It's an easy way to just be able to tell how much value something actually has to you. If you use an item and love it, then great, keep it. But if you don't use it, you don't love it, it might be a good time to let go of that item. So just a little something to keep in mind as you declutter. But then number 8 is to move furniture around. If you've been wanting to switch things up a bit in your home and to give it kind of that refreshed feeling without spending a single penny, this one is for you. For the most dramatic change, try moving your furniture around. Maybe move your bed to the other side of the room, or change the positioning of your couch, chairs, and if you have a TV, maybe move that too. But if you're not trying to achieve a hugely dramatic change, you can also do this in smaller ways too. Maybe you can move plants around to different rooms or corners of your house, swap out artwork in different rooms, and just move things around, have fun with it, play with accent pieces, and try them in new spaces. Over time, we really do just kind of visually get used to the way things are in our homes. That art piece that you might have noticed and loved every day for the first few months that you owned it, after a few months or a few years, you're just not going to notice it as much anymore. But what's cool is that by moving that piece to a new location, your brain actually registers it as, oh, this is something different, this is new, this is exciting. And so you get to enjoy that piece kind of for the first time all over again. And that's true with artwork, it's true with furniture, it's true with decor. So if you're just feeling like things are a little bit stale, you want to switch things up a bit, this can be a really easy way to do that. Plus, if ultimately you decide that you don't like the new location of an item, you can always move it back. So it's very little risk for a whole lot of potential reward. And then we've got 2 left here. Number 9 is to create something. And with this one, I just encourage you to unleash your creativity. If you want to add some newness to your space, why not make something yourself? You can try painting, sculpting, maybe making a macrame hanging, whatever sounds fun and exciting to you. And what's really cool about this one is not only do you get to enjoy the experience of creating your own masterpiece, but also on the other side, once you've finished, you have a one-of-a-kind piece that you can display in your home with pride. I really think that handmade art makes for some of the best decor. They're amazing conversation starters, and it's something that feels really personal too. And just a little note with this one, if you don't consider yourself particularly artistic, I would just say be encouraged in that there are a lot of projects that you can do that don't require you to be this incredible artist. But equally, if it's just not the type of thing that you really enjoy, a fun way to kind of do this one maybe a little bit differently is commission a friend who does have kind of an artistic flair to them and see if they might be able to make something for you. I feel like that's something that, as a more creative person, it's always super flattering when somebody recognizes your work, and I'm sure that they would love to make something for you too. And obviously, be sure to compensate them for their time and efforts. That could be a fun way just to interpret this one. Okay, and then finally, number 10 is a quick one, and that's just to open your windows. As we move into the spring and the air gets warmer, but not too warm just quite yet, I highly encourage you just to spend a couple of days where you open up all of your windows and let the fresh air in. I find that over the colder months of winter, the air in our homes kind of starts to feel a little bit stale. And so just pick a nice day and open up your windows, let the sunlight in, the fresh air in, the breeze in, and just let that kind of wash through your home and cleanse it. It's simple, but wow, does this one have an impact. Not only is it going to make your home feel better, but honestly, whenever I do this, it makes me feel better too. All right, well that's it. Those are some easy ways that you can refresh your home on a budget. And I really hope that this motivates and inspires you to make some small, easy changes in your home that can really leave it feeling refreshed and renewed. Now though, I'd love to know, what are some of the things that you like to do to refresh your home? Do you have any tips that I didn't mention? If you do, be sure to let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about them. And of course, as always, make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already for more simple and intentional living videos coming at you twice a week. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day today, and I'll see you in the next one.